everybody, welcome back to my channel. It's RicketyGames. I'm Sydney, and today we are back with Indika. We are here in the fish factory of Spasov. We finally made it to our destination, and well, we're one hand a little light. I don't know if he's gonna continue his journey to the Kudyets, because that was the whole thing, was to heal it. As proof that God is talking to him and all of that jazz. We've definitely ruined those plans, so I'm not sure he's gonna be happy about it. Whatever was going on there might be over. Whoops. But maybe we will still continue our plans with Indika to go and meet the Kudyets with or without Ilya to see if they can rid us of a little possession, you know, with the devil, that kind of thing. So let's get into it. Oh, I hope it. She's smoking. What? He must hurt so fucking bad.
Quiet. It's all good. It's all good. Shh. Lie down. Lie down. Everything's going to be all right. Otherwise, you would lie down. Shush.
It's against God's plan. You went against God.
Against God? Not in the slightest. This is not that bad. Please, be still. Be quiet, please. Please.
Not that bad, huh? Will it go back?
Why not? It's not like it's harder for God to work one miracle than...
You didn't believe in it from the start. You were angry that a miracle could happen to me.
No.
To a person like me.
No.
So dumb and jealous. Give me an injection.
None left.
All this time, this wasn't just empty talk.
I know.
All this philosophy. Joyce, God doesn't talk to me anymore since I met you. No, leave me. I'll be on my own.
I'm sorry.
Don't touch me.
Yeah, I had a feeling. So he took my bag, dumped it out, and put his arm in there, and gave me his cup. Well, he didn't give it to me, he left it. It was on his hand's wrist. Ooh. Yeah, the thing is, he believed that he could make it to the miracle cure, right? And the problem is that that belief is what was keeping him feeling like he was special, right? And she took that away from him. Oof. Oof. Alright, let's see if we can get out of this factory. We have no bag now, just a lamp.
For the first time since meeting Ilya, Indika felt a stab of doubt. What if she'd made a mistake? What if she had done something wrong? What if the Kudyets wouldn't work? Why was every step on her road to God drawing her closer to the devil?
I did everything correctly. Otherwise, he would have died from sepsis.
And if he didn't? There! He's healed! A miracle! Wouldn't feel good, would it? That means he was indeed talking to God and earned his absolution.
God, please. Talk to me this one time. How did I go against you?
Oh.
Is it in my power to intervene in your design? Is this a part of your plan? Is this how it's supposed to be? He will be all right. The arm will heal. Ilya will live.
She She really cared about him.
So now I have to feel guilt for this as well? You can see I'm trying. But he's always behind my shoulder.
Me again. You were driven by fear. The fear of ending up with a corpse. And back then, with the gypsy, what was it? Were you restless because of his tanned arms?
Going up. I don't know where to, though. I'm assuming, is it Mirka that stole his bike is the gypsy that the devil is referring to? Let me out! That's a hefty one. Yoink! You got this, girl. Hell yeah. Oh, it is dark. At least you didn't take my lamp. My lord. And then I guess that's the other way we could have come in. I guess it. Whoa. We're back. We're learning. We're loading. Okay. Oh, gotta call something? Oh. Okay. But how do... Oh, I see it. I see it. Oh, I see it. Kind of. So that goes up, and then it'll make us up. It looks like we can step up here. Should we... Can we move this? No. Okay, then so maybe we should just put it all the way up. Or like a step up. There we go. Because then... Is there anything over here? No, we're good. Because then we can do this. Do this. And then this. Yeah, baby! We're figuring out your puzzles. I feel like this was not the episode to do this with. A little too tired to think for platforming and puzzles. We made it though, we're fine. Ilya's arm didn't, but we made it, you know? That's all that matters in the end. I think that's right, because we're going around, right? Oh, is it this? Like out the back and through the side? Oh, it is. That took me a minute to find. I was like trying to figure out what to do with the platform. I was like, by its lonesome. Go behind it. Okay, so up then. I got you, game. I got you. All the way up, and then we can take the elevator all the way up to get to that like middle floor, I think. Because this is locked. So kind of using it to go like up again. Oh, the light's going away. I just put my lamp away. Oh. We push it. Oh. No, I think we gotta move it. Aha, okay. So now we can put it all the way up. Or like halfway up. Yeah, like that. Because if we can climb up here, go up, and then up again. There we go. Nice. And this is the way out. I guess we can pull the elevator all the way up if we want to.
The Temple of John of Damascus, the one from the poster, was towering over Indika. She was consumed by anxiety more and more. What if she was late? What if they realized who she was and wouldn't let her in? What if she was not worthy of a miracle? Maybe one needed to buy a ticket to see the miracle, and all the tickets had sold out. What if her certainty in God's plan was just another delusion, a temptation she so faint-heartedly succumbed to?
Oh. Thanks for that. I feel like everything's gonna like go wrong. Let me in. It goes so quiet whenever we read something. Writing by Conventual Gerasimos Sutski. On steepling one's right-hand fingers as befits an Orthodox Christian in order to make the sign of the Holy Cross. Like this. Versus the snake. Uh-oh. Isn't this the sign in Alone in the Dark that's like submission to the dark man as well? Uh-oh. Get some music. There's an elevator. There's so many places. So many places. That sounded like something bad for a second. Okay, let me explore the rest of this. Somebody is sleeping. There's a couple people sleeping in there. There's somebody on. Oh, it's like a whole. There's 1, 2, 3 people. Leave people alone. Give me the points! Oh, it's so bright. Alright. Is that a gigantic dog? Do you see that? Oh my god, I thought I heard something that sounded like a beast. It is. This is a secret area or somewhere to go? No, just I guess back where I was? Oh no, it is a secret area. Or not. Oh! Look at this! Oh, so many secret areas right here. So he's listening to music, okay? There was like other places to go though. Whoa. Samovar, Last Supper, huh? How corny. Oh, it's like a little water dispenser or something with the Last Supper engraved on it. Interesting. Oh, okay. I supposed to be doing this? Oh. Whoa, I guess I am. Well, I'm glad I'm not missing something. Aha. Oh, I see it, I see it, I see it. We're making the bridge. Ah ha ha ha. Look at that. Nice. Whoa there. Please don't kill me. I've died enough this round.
Give it back. Have you read it?
Of course he read it. His hand's like twitching in his backpack.
What happened to your hair?
Oh, we like just together now? You forgive me? Paraskiva Friday. Holy Martyr Paraskiva, pray to God for us. So we besties again?
You don't like it? The prioress cut it as punishment. It wasn't a big deal. I burned Father Sergei's Felonian.
He's like, where are you going? I hope you do get a silver hand, buddy. We can call you Ilya Silverhand. There is a way that seems straight to a man, but its end is the way to death. Proverbs 14:12. That seems a bit ominous. Oh, we got a cage we can move. Oh, what the hell? Oh my god, it's me. I'm a fucking devil. Do you see that shit? Oh, I am just a demon, straight up. Do you see that in the mirror? It's me. Alright, I'm just straight up a devil, alright. Good to know. Sorry, Ilya, I fucked up your whole life. Like, straight up. If that's what I look like, and I am a demon, well, shit. What the hell was that? Oh my god, this is so trippy as hell. Oh, there he is. How do I turn the world right side up? Straight into the fire. Well, I guess that's not the idea. Sir. Or what if I just move it? Like, out of this room. Ooh. How do I get here? Oh. Maybe I use it to block the fire? Or to block the distance so it's not so far for me to fall? I can't jump, that's the only thing. Yeah, there we go. And then we can fall onto this thing. Cathedral of John of Damascus. Ugh, that was weird. That was a trippy puzzle. Oh my lord.
Look, that's our cathedral from the poster.
Come on, bestie. Oh, I found it. Saint Nicholas, our Holy Father Nicholas, pray to our Lord Jesus Christ for the salvation of our soul. Nice. Are we like friends now? Are we good or? Doesn't seem like it. He's not talking to me. The little fingers that just like bounce there is really disconcerting. I missed a thing that I thought we could jump over to, but I think I missed my opportunity to jump to it. It's marks. No points for that one? I guess it's not Jesus.
That's his.
What?
The tavern you were talking about. There it is, below.
Yeah.
Yep.
By the way, see the pawn shop opposite the tavern? Its owner is Naum Bats, Ephraim's brother. They've always hated each other, and yet depended on each other. Naum was buying stolen stuff from the vagrants, who would then go to Ephraim to spend the money on shitty wine and whores. And Ephraim's spoons would often end up in Naum's shop. We used to call them the Batshit brothers.
Why don't they like each other?
Because each of them thinks that the other brother is richer.
Soon you'll be able to play a concert there again. I want to see it, yes?
Yeah, I don't think he's gonna answer to that. He doesn't think that she believes, and he thinks that she might have ruined it. At least he's kind of being nice for now. Going up and around. It's very bright. Holy shit, everything's massive in this city. The fish, the bells, the dogs. Ugh. This is crazy.
Shit, it's not finished.
What's not finished? The house? The bridge? Ugh. The bridge. Well. Oh, I see ya. God damn, that's a big bell. Look at that. Ridiculously big bell. I knew we were in like alternate Russia, but like this
Get me
is-
down. Down!
Down! He just yells at him. This is very interesting. Like, when they said alternate Russia, I was expecting, like, alternate timeline, like some sort of event that I probably don't know about didn't happen or whatever, but it's actually more like a sci-fi version because things are, like, way larger than life. In, like, a Little Nightmares sort of fashion where things are, like, the same but very wildly massive and different. I don't know. It's cool. I like it. I'm not critiquing. It's very interesting. So we gotta what? Move a crane? So do what? Oh my god, are we picking up the whole bridge?
What are you doing?
Coming down.
Get down from here, you fucking
What do you
bitch.
think I'm doing?
What the
Coming down.
fucking holy shit.
Why are you
Where are
shouting
you
so?
fucking going?
The construction guys are yelling at me. What am I doing? Am I putting this over here?
Don't fucking talk.
Oi, fuck.
Who are you fucking talking to?
So Ilya's yelling at them, yelling at me.
Stop
At
yelling.
least,
I'm coming down.
at least he cares.
I'm coming down.
That doesn't fit, does it?
Why are you shouting so?
Fucking silly cow.
Shut up and look up.
What are you doing? Get down from here, you fucking bitch.
My lord.
Where are you fucking going?
Stop yelling.
I'm so angry. I'm so sorry. I picked up the wrong bridge.
Look at it. Fucking silly cow.
Hey, look, you should be impressed that I am a nun and I know how to do all of this crazy construction shit, alright? So all y'all yelling should just cannon and just be awe-inspired by my brilliance. Hey, that fits.
Oi, fuck. What are you doing?
Just relax, you're fine. Just relax. Everybody's yelling so much. Just chill.
Fucking silly cow.
Oh my lord. It's wreaking havoc.
Get down from here.
This one also doesn't fit. What the fuck?
Stop yelling. I'm coming down.
Do I stack them? Can I take another piece of a giant wall? How about we use the guy yelling at me as a bridge? I'm fine with that. Would this do anything? That's a lot closer. Is that it? I feel like I've done this 1,000 times. Ah! I won't fall to my death this way. It's a little awkward. Bridge on top of a bridge. I don't think that's, I think Osha's gonna have something to say about it. Is that it? Is that it? He moved! Yes! That took me forever. How was I supposed to know you're gonna stack a bridge on top of another bridge? What kind of construction shit is that? I don't complain. We do this. Come on. Where are we going? We don't want to bother the people that were yelling at us like hell for like way too long. Jumping down. Oh yeah, we get to go, baby.
Wait! Can we do that?
Are we going in someone's house? Seems a little awkward. I mean, we just stacked a bridge on top of another bridge. I think it's fine. For truly I say to you, if you have faith the size of a mustard seed, you will say to this mountain, move from here to there, and it will move. Matthew 17:20. We move some bridges so we can move some mountains. That's all I have to say about that. Ooh. This is the church. Isn't this where we were trying to go? The Cathedral of St. Damascus? Isn't this where they are?
What are you?
Where is the Kudyet?
It's over. Been too long already. Last day the 23rd. Today, the cadets will be taken further. You'll be able to find it in the lips. Yeah,
It's
that's
still
where...
here. Please, if you only knew what we've been through.
People showed up from other countries. Everyone who wanted to was already venerated it.
Listen, if you don't let me see the miracle, I'm dead. Literally dead. And I can be honest with you, right? Can I confess to you?
Sure.
He escaped from prison to commune with the miracle.
What do you mean?
If only you knew what he's been through.
Oh, fine. Wait here. Wait here.
This old man's like, what the hell?
Did you tell him everything?
Don't worry. A priest will never break the seal of confession. He's had worse, trust me.
Let's hope that's right.
He said it was.
This way. Over here.
Mm-hmm.
What did he tell you?
There he is. There he is.
No, we were just joking around.
He has a knife. Don't come closer.
Nonsense. He only has one arm. No way he's got a knife. Just like
He'll stab me.
step aside. Oh my God. What? Shoot him.
No.
Freedom, my dear.
You just shot the priest? Okay, that's fine.
It's here.
We care about you, yeah.
The Jets.
I'm sure we're both going to hell, buddy. We just shot a priest. Is that it? They're gonna shoot the both of us.
Hey, come here, help me. Okay, hold it. Like that, hold it. Come on, hold it.
We're just gonna do it like
Come out with your hands up.
Don't you dare.
I'm gonna count to 3. 1.
Don't you dare. This is holy ground.
not anymore. We killed the priest.
Hold it.
Usually people show up about their legs.
And? They grow back.
It's not about that. You see, if the Lord allows...
Enough. Let it go.
That was a cool shot, the hand that like eclipsed. He did come up with his hands up. I don't know, I have so many thoughts. I don't know that I really thought it was gonna work. Just because of the way that the game is going. It has this critique of blind faith that's going on before we get to whatever is going on. Did he took the Kudiet's thing? I thought it was like a bigger thing. I don't know, maybe I'm just like, maybe I didn't really like hear it correctly, but like I thought it was like an event and like people and like you went to them and like they were gonna do something, not just a little item? That was like intense and not intense at the same time. Like I knew it wasn't gonna go the way that we thought it was gonna go, but shooting the priest. If we weren't on the side of the devil, we are now. Okay, Indika, oh my god, what have we done? We can't see each other anymore. Oh, she slept with him. We had a feeling they were gonna do this. Why not? I'm getting married. What? This isn't my decision. What can I do? Run away with me? To wander around with a gypsy tribe? No, just the two of us. We'll go to the city. And how will we earn a living? We'll get by. I'll get a job, but for starters, do you know where your father keeps the key to his register? Oh my god, we're gonna... Well, I see why she ended up in the convent, so we're gonna steal from Dad all his money. We're gonna leave and not, you know, follow the traditional rules and everything. We're gonna elope and just figure it out. No, what? Stealing from my father? Why stealing? He wouldn't withhold money from his own daughter, right? He only runs the store for your sake. I don't think that's true. He runs the store for himself and presumably the wife too. But traditionally women... I don't know about the rules in Russia, but traditionally women have not been inheritors. I have my own key to the register. My father trusts me, but I would never. I'll do everything myself. Just give me the key. Maybe we shouldn't? Oh my lord, and he does. What is going on? So that's who steals our bikes. Shit. Oh! He just smacked me with a wrench! Oh, 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 whoa, 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 whoa! He's smacking wrenches. Woo! It's Pac-Man. Oh, we go. Whoa! Pac-Man with bullets. Oh! You fucker! He smacked me with the wrench. Oh! Oh, he got me, damn it. So I gotta get all the money. You bastard! We go. Whoa! The wrench element is really brutal. No wrenches, no wrenches, no wrenches. No wrenches! You motherfucker! I'm getting your money and we're leaving! I see why the devil talks to us. You know what I mean? Woo! Got one coin, one coin, one coin, one coin. Just chill, bruh. Just chill. I'm stealing all your money, but chill. Yeah. Go, go, go. Oh, that's the exit. That's the exit. Okay, not that way. Oh, you fucker! The damn wrenches. I can't go through the edges too, like Pac-Man. Bruh. Alright, we know where we need to go. Oh, you bastard. Right into it. Right into it. Woo! Go, 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 around the bike. This is so intense. Okay, I got it, I got it, I got it. Bye, boo. You will not leave. Indika. What are you doing here? Do you know him? I don't. Hey! Sure you don't know him? No. He's gonna kill him. Indika? Stay away from her. He seems to know you. I don't know him. Yeah, that's what happens. Oh, shit. Well, I took care of Mirko. Oh, damn. And he got his money back, so But Dad's not dumb. He knows. He was probably gonna shoot him anyway. Oh,
God, what have we done?
Oh my god, we're in prison.
You've got to help me, strong.
I mean, yeah, so...
Implore thy son that he may place me on his right hand, unworthy as I am when he sits to judge the living and the dead. Amen.
Ever heard of Makar? the sideman. There was a lot about him in the papers, but only after he was hanged. 7 kids lost their heads because of his scythe.
What?
Well, he chopped them off.
Are you comparing him to me?
Well, no. No, I think Makar is something of a saint. Listen, let me tell you. Makar had 3 kids, all of them boys. One day, he dropped something on his youngest, a wagon, or a wardrobe or something. It was so bad that the poor boy stopped feeding his legs. Couldn't sleep at night. Lay there all day crying from pain. The village doctor couldn't do anything, so Makar couldn't take it anymore. He went to the priest and said, "Bless me, Father, to end the child's suffering." Well, the priest didn't bless him, of course. He sent him home to pray and think about the salvation of his soul. Makar prayed for a week, but the son wouldn't stop screaming. So, Makar snapped, took the cover off his side, said a prayer, and ended the suffering with a single sweep. He went back to the priest and said, "It's done, Father. I don't have a soul anymore. I lost my right to think about salvation back when I dropped that wardrobe on my son. Or was it a wagon? I don't remember. So, my soul is done. Better tell me where he is now, in hell or in heaven." The priest said, "In heaven, of course. He didn't get to sin. Yeah, in a way, you gave him a gift. Sent him straight to the kingdom of heaven without any earthly suffering." Well, this thought got stuck in Makar's head.
Oh no.
So he went home, put his other sons in front of a kiosk, said a prayer with them, and chopped their heads off. But after that, he went completely insane and started hunting down his neighbours' kids. Managed to kill 4 of them before he got caught.
Why is he a saint?
Think of it this way. Some martyr gets burned at the stake because of Christ. Does it mean he buys himself eternal life for 10 minutes of suffering? Can we call this a real sacrifice? Makar is a different story. To save someone else's soul, he sacrificed his own.
Why are you telling me all this?
Father Proc, the one you killed, he couldn't have asked for a better gift. He's now an innocent victim, a martyr. Maybe he'll even be canonized.
And what about Makar?
What about him? He got hanged.
And what will happen to me?
You'll get hanged, I guess.
Listen, what's your name?
It doesn't matter. Need something?
Doesn't matter indeed. Listen, we didn't kill Father Buckle. Let me go. Don't taint your conscience with sin. I'll repay you.
And what exactly can you repay me with?
Well, what do you want?
What do I want? Come closer. Come on. Turn around.
What?
Turn around. Up, up. Come on. Now sing. I don't know. Something. French anthem.
I don't know their anthem.
Well, sing something you know.
Quiet forest, lullaby.
on, silly. Don't be afraid. I'm not scared, Rick. Come on, honey.
We're gaining points.
I guess I can't do anything worse than that.
Oh no, we're losing points.
It's so easy to step over everything you believe in.
Step where?
Somewhere. Onto your side.
What kind of side is that?
Are you going to argue again? That there are no sides? That there's neither good nor evil? Well, you can try. Convince me that I haven't done anything bad. Or can you not even do that now?
Bad? What does that word mean?
I've killed a priest. Don't play dumb.
I'm not. But still, what exactly does that word mean?
Bad. Sinful. Of the devil.
And how do you know what is of the devil and what is not?
There are commandments.
So we're checking against a formal list of regulations.
No, everything is really obvious. It's evil, dishonest, unfair.
Evil? There's not a drop of evil in despondency, avarice, or bawdry. Dishonest? A dog is honest. It eats when it's hungry, bites when it's scared, copulates when there's someone to do it with. Well, you remember.
I'm talking about intentional dishonesty for one's own gain.
So, pretending your whole life that you don't want something you want, that you don't feel something you feel for eternal life in heaven, doesn't that fit perfectly with your definition? What else did you say? Unfair? Is it fair that one tree has 1,000 leaves and another 2,000? Is it fair when two people throw the dice, one gets a 6 and the other gets a 2? Of course, all this is rational, but we don't like this rationality. We angrily call it unfair. But if you forget your emotions, it turns out, strictly speaking, this word can't be applied to anything.
What about what's happening now? What can be more revolting, disgusting, vile? I don't need any deliberations. I know it. I feel it. When you're cold, you don't need to think about it. You just feel it. You know that you're cold.
Do you understand that there is no cold without warmth? You can't get rid of poverty and suffering, leaving only wealth and happiness.
Leave me alone.
Oh, I'd love to. But I will only disappear when you stop wanting me to. It's not that hard. Just remember that good and evil, warm and cold, those are just lines on a thermometer. God and the devil, those are you. One cannot exist without the other.
Can I go now?
Well, my dear, after this, let's say, complete exposure, no, you can't. I tell you what, fear not earthly justice, but that of heaven. When the soul is separated from the body... Stop right there, you bitch! Oh, stop! My hand! My hand! Fuck! Stop! Stop right there, you bitch! Help!
Oh my god. Oh my devil. That's what I really should say. Okay, hang on. We need to stop for a second. So, oh my lord, I knew as soon as he was like, what do you want, right? She has nothing else to give, and it's almost always that. So that just is awful. But it's very realistic. The conversation that she has with the devil in the floating, space of her mind, essentially. The way that conversation was going, I just kept thinking, it's what you do when you're questioning what's going on and trying to get through this moment and figuring out why everything has led up to here, right? And what she's gonna do now with Ilya, with herself, with what has happened to her body, her soul, with what's happened with the priest in her mind, right? Things like that. So, right, we've hit our lowest point in the game. And it's signified by our points, our lost points, by the darkness of what just happened. There's a lot of bad things going on, right? And that's when you begin to lose your faith the most, question things the most, feel slighted, cheated, hurt the most. Her life, her suffering, her not being able to fit in. The devil in this moment was trying to talk about good and bad being constructed things. If you take the emotion out of it, shit just happens. The dog that bites when he's scared, right? The dog that eats when he's hungry. We do the same as humans. Now, there's a yes and a no to that, in my opinion. At the end of that conversation, the devil says, I will go away when you stop wanting me to, right? And that becomes exactly what I was thinking about it. And they confirmed it at the very, very end, which is he's a figment of her mind, her consciousness, her inner voice that's telling her to get out of the repressed state of being that she's in, from being a nun, from being smarter as a woman, probably, in a world that's not that very accepting, from being different, right? And that difference and wanting different things, she has been putting herself, in a very difficult position in society. And she's unwanted through many varieties, from what she did with Mirko, and her father doesn't want her. He was probably the one that sent her to the monastery. She's not okay being in the monastery because she didn't want to be a nun, but she thought maybe she can correct herself there. But they don't want her there, either through what she's done or through what she's become. The story that guy was telling us about, the jail warden, he was saying that guy went insane trying to correct his mistakes, essentially. And I wonder if something similar happened with Indika, right? In trying to compensate for sleeping with Mirko, going against what she was supposed to do, she tries to overcorrect being a nun. But the person inside her, there's another version of her inside of her that doesn't want that and is fighting back. And that voice is the devil, right? Which she attributes to be the devil because of the context that she's living in, that she's understanding, through which she probably came to understand life in a lot of ways. Religion is used to teach a lot of people about things, right? Her world context has categorized the bad voice in her, the bad choices in her, things that she wants but shouldn't have, as the devil, right? And that is a mental voice in her. It's her voice. It's who she is. Some religions do talk about this, that you have both the god and the devil inside you, right? I'm not trying not to get too deep in here because religion is a very volatile subject for a lot of people. But on a philosophical standpoint and from a game thematic standpoint, what I'm trying to say is basically she is her own devil because of the choices that she makes, right? And it was just confirmed at the end of that sequence. The devil shows up, and for a second we do think it's real because we can see him, we can see what she sees, right, or what she wants to see. But in reality, right, that man was crying, "You bitch, you did this, get off of me, my hands," right? It was her. And at the very end, when they pull out and they show you what really happened, she pushed a cabinet on him. There was no other creature there. There was no other monsters. There was no one else in that cage. She did it, right? So it's exactly what I thought might be the case at the beginning. The way that she was behaving in the church with the candles, the way that she was behaving in that second kind of, I don't know, communion or something in the church, she has like this moment where she like is not okay. And I don't know if it's a mental thing, like she's got some sort of mental condition like schizophrenia or something where something starts to bother her, she starts to see those hallucinations of what's happening, or if it's just her losing it under the pressure of being something that you don't want to be, right? Both are valid, and there's, you know, a huge amount of pressure that happens to people when they are repressed and they are shoved into a life that they don't want to be in, and you are there for so long you can't take it anymore. And maybe the devil that's showing up, these hallucinations are showing up, are essentially what's become conversion syndrome. I forget what it is, but like the scientific theory behind like the crucible and the events of like you know, some of the symptoms of the witch hunt, things like that in history, that repression turns into physical manifestations of that repression, that mental repression, right? That physically she is no longer able to just sit there and be still and be quiet and listen and be the nun that she's supposed to be, to absorb the lessons and stuff. She doesn't want to be there, so she's like fighting back mentally, and it seems like her body is now fighting back because she doesn't know what to do with that mental load, essentially. And that might be what we're seeing in the hallucinations, that might be what we saw in her physical movements, and then that's definitely what we're seeing with the devil, that this is, you know, her inner self being like, well, you don't have to do this, why don't you just leave, why don't you just do something? And she attributes it to the devil. It's fascinating, and it seems to be where this game is heading. It's critique of religion, it's critique of life, of the bleakness of, you know, various situations, and of Indika's poor situation that she's in and has found herself in by both force and by choice, right? And those things are not mutually exclusive. Neither are good and bad, fair or unfair, or the god and the devil. You cannot have light without shadows. You can't have God without the devil. So, rant over. Just very interesting. We needed to digest it, that moment. I'm so curious where we're gonna go, and I'm noticing that we are now in a first-person perspective. I think this means something very significant, which is that Indika has finally made peace with herself and she's become whole. We see through her eyes, right? Not through the displaced version of what she sees herself as, right? The third person point of view, we're hovering behind her. If we are the devil, or we're the perspective in through which she's seeing herself, then she's seeing herself as something else, right? As the good daughter, the good priest, the good daughter, the good nun, right? And that's signified by how she sees a separated version of herself from the devil, from, you know, how things really are. And now it's one, and we are in our own perspective, and we are seeing through our own eyes, and we are no longer separating the realities. So I think this is very significant. Are we gonna run back into Ilya, or do they just kill him? Is that him? No. Wow, this is very different. Very bleak. Not that it wasn't already bleak. Ah, the giant bells. Okay, so we're not too far from where we were. We're certainly a fugitive. Oh my gosh, the destruction. Let's get away from people. I'm assuming we want to make our way out of the town. I don't know that there's a way to find Ilya, or a way to...
Oh. Hi.
Ah!
Where is the cadet?
1 second.
Koi literally ran right in.
Oh.
Oh, he's drunk.
Did I undo my trousers?
Where is the cadet?
Well, they didn't even give me 5 rubles for it.
Oh, so
What?
he got away.
Give
We
me the
got
money.
Captured.
I don't have any. It's gone. You know, I've already conquered the guitar, but the brass, the pipes.
thought we were both captured. So we were not. And he pawned it.
Where is the Kudets?
Never heard of it.
Someone just exchanged it for a trumpet. A man with one arm?
Oh, you are extremely lucky. This is exactly what you're looking for. An amazing artifact of unspeakable, wondrous power.
Thought you hadn't heard of it.
Just 25 rubles.
What do you mean, 25? You got it for 5.
20 for everything. Hey, whoa,
One second, I just need to have a look.
You can look, but don't touch.
What? What did you sell me, you scumbag?
Oh, damn. Hold on.
It doesn't even
Is
fucking
she
work.
just puking it or something?
We are the devil.
Get
We've
your
completely
ass out of
embraced it.
here.
Yep.
Get off me.
That's how we see ourselves now. She thinks. Used to look like the devil. We just shook out points from it. Oh. We're shaking points out of it. Guilt? Shame. Oh. If the points don't matter. If we're shaking points out of it, every time we get points, you gain an extra 1. 2 points. I mean, it's probably both, but in this moment, I would think it's like shame because we're like shaking points out of it. Also, if we are shaking points out of it and we don't care anymore about the morality of that or the, I don't know, like how do you even describe it? It's cheating, but it's like, is it cheating? Does it matter? It doesn't matter. Like, that's the question, right? Does it matter? Does it not matter that she's like literally shaking the faith out of it, the points out of it, that she's cheating in a way? Like I think that's part of the question that it's asking. The emotion that would come from that for her would probably be shame right now that she's doing that rather than guilt. I think guilt is the overall, but if she's shaking points out of it, we'll try it. Oh, we get all of it. Okay. Regret. Every time you get points, you get a 1.04 multiplier. Every time you get points, you get a chance to get extra 2 points. Regret. I don't know what the goal is here. I mean, I would guess that it's more points, but the points don't matter, right? Because it's useless. Which is also another metaphor for the religion, for the faith, right? It's a metaphor for everything. It's like, look, the achievements that you get in life, they don't matter in the long run. What matters is where you end up, I suppose. It's interesting. I don't know. There's so many ways you can interpret this. Like, it could also be like the materialism of the things that you think give you good things are useless. It could be, there's so many things. Oh, okay. My brain's on overload. I would want to try and do repentance because I feel like that's what she wants. It is also a good point thing. Regret is also a good step towards redeeming yourself. This one seems like the juicier thing because of the 2 points, but the multiplier seems better. And if I'm going by the same logic that I've been following, this one is better. Okay, every time you get points, you gain a chance to get 1.1 multiplier. You get a chance to gain 3 points right now. So humility or grief. Oof. We've gone through shame, regret, and now grief. or humility. I feel like we're just going through the 7 stages of grief or death, whatever. The multiplier. Level 2. We were level 8. Oh, are we going back to where we were? Oh, shit. 3 points, you gain shame, guilt. Okay, so it's the same exact ones every time. You just pick them, I suppose. It's the same path. 2 points. Okay, I'm gonna follow the same path with the multiplier. Oh, and this is as far as we got. Okay. We still devilish looking. Look at our face. Look at that. We got extra hands. I thought that was ironic. Oh. We can't look anywhere else. Oh, we're shaking more points out of it. We're gonna do it. Alright, we're gonna do the same 1.21 multiplier. Ooh! Close. Are we cheating to get back to where we were? Alright, we're gonna do this faster. 2. If we're gonna keep doing the rounds, we can throw some of those in there. Multiplier. Level 4, baby! This is so fucked. This is great! It's like hitting the jackpot, but like jackpot to what? Every time you get points, gain extra points. We'll do the multiplier again. And then we'll close it. Every time you get points. We're level 5! Oh my god, I can just do this! What are we getting to? 666? I can just leave. What the heck are we doing? It's empty. We're us again. Oh. The rosary. Oh my god, that's the end? Whoa, holy fuck, okay. So, if we're unpacking that last moment, she shakes as many points as she can possibly shake out of this thing. And you have the choice to keep going. I don't know if that's an achievement in the game or not. It feels so fucked to like talk about it in like game terms, but it is a game. So you can shake as many points out of it as you want. And at the end of the day, they are useless, right? We shook points out of it. We kept getting points and points and points and points, but it wasn't changing our appearance, right? What changed our appearance was to look inside the Kudyat and look at what we were shaking out of it. And at the end of the day, that was nothing, right? And we're pulling all of this stuff out of nothing, right? These pointless points, this hope that we're looking forward for it to change who we are. And it's not doing that, right? and because it is an object, because it is not a miracle, because there is nothing that can change who you are except for you. But in order to do that, you have to accept who you are, right? And I think that was a big part of what Indika was going through, right? She saw herself as two different things. She saw herself as the Indika she wanted to be, which is what she saw in herself in the third person, right? The Indika that is sweet, that is the nun, that is gonna help, that is gonna do everything right. And then, you know, this invisible part of herself, a part that nobody else can see, the devil, right? That is, you know, enticing her or leading her to do things that she shouldn't do, but maybe either wants to do or has to do, right? And it's one of those, you know, obviously up for interpretation. This is probably my interpretation off the bat, and I always end up doing these like when I'm too tired after playing the game, but trying to think about the themes of the game itself, right? She only comes to terms with what she is, who she is, and changes the vision of herself from being the devil that she embraced at the end, right? She killed the priest, or got the priest killed. She throws the wardrobe on the prison warden who raped her. She escapes the prison, right? She's embraced what she believes to be the full devil. In the last hope, right? The night is darkest just before the dawn. In the last hope that this Kudyet could fix her, whatever it is. I don't know what's supposed to be in the Kudyet, but she believes that if she repents to it enough, kisses it enough, gives it the faith that it deserves, that it would change who she is. And she's doing that over and over and over again, and it doesn't work. And then she starts panicking. She starts losing it because it's not working, right? It's not happening the way she wants it to happen. She still sees herself as the devil, and that's indicative of the mirror we see, right? So she shakes the thing, and then when she finds out there's nothing in it, everything in her life kind of falls into pieces, but into place, if that makes sense, right? Her whole faith has been shaken, and perhaps it's significant of either her losing her faith at the end entirely, and that there is no point to the Kudyet, so why rely on it, right? If the faith in that thing doesn't work, if it doesn't exist, and the faith that you had that God would come through it and fix you isn't there, and it's empty, then the devil can't be there either. And that's why she turns back into herself. Because if there is no God, there is no devil. If there is, right, that's what the speech for the devil is at the end, right? You can't have one exist without the other, right? You can't pick and choose what pieces of the religion that you want to serve, right? It is all one package deal, right? Whatever it is, right? There is a set of traditions and rules and scripture and, you know, a structure in place for it. And, you know, if God is there, the devil must be there. It's the same that he was trying to point out for life. If there is light, there are shadows. If there is hunger, there is fullness, right? If there is fear, there is love, etc., right? That kind of thing. That is a big part of it. And for her to lose the faith, right? She breaks the rosary, or it breaks on her, however you want to interpret it. She has broken her faith. She lost it. But in that regard, she is now just Indika, and there is nothing else, right? She sees herself for who she is, what she really looks like, without anything, without the devil, without the mask, without the hood of the nun. And that's it. She just becomes her. She's just gonna have to live with the consequences of her own life now, without the guidelines or the boundaries of her faith. So the same that Ilya will have to figure it out without his arm, without, you know, his sense of purpose that was driving him towards the Kudyet, right? They will just have to figure out life now, right? As it is, as it stands, right? You have to move forward somehow, and they will figure that path out, be it a good path, a bad path, a bleak path, or whatever it is that they choose. The word behind it is meaningless. Essentially, you just continue in whatever shape that form it is, or they don't. Wow, absolutely staggering game. It wasn't really horror, I will say. It was tagged as kind of horror stuff. It's got kind of horrific themes, I would say, because the general bleakness of where they're at, of the situations that they find themselves in, the devil himself and his choices and his ideas can be horrifying. Although I would say a lot of times in this, I don't know if right is the word, but she's trying to get herself out of shitty situations. And in that, when you have so few choices like that, you know, you're stuck between a rock and a hard place. Is it fair or unfair? Does those words even matter? To call those choices bad choices or not, right? A lot of things are done out of survival, and if that is an element of trying to live, the consequences of those things, you know, you can feel the guilt and the shame, but the road to hell is paved with good intentions, right? And I think this game very much plays upon that she is trying to so desperately make the right choices, which she believes are the capital G good choices, and it still leads into despair. And religion tells her that she needs to suffer in order to be good. And she doesn't mind that suffering until she was supposed to get something out of it and nothing happened, right? And I think that's a big part of the theme of this game. I don't have nearly the religious study or background, you know, to probably understand some of the deeper context of this game. I'm sure a lot of the quotes from the various Bible verses and Psalms that they listed and mentioned, the stories, there's probably even greater and deeper compact meaning that you can get out of it from those things. But at the end of the day, the stories and the anecdotes that they give you, you can interpret them in the context of the game, which is what I'm doing. And there's a very deep story under this that we've been trying to unpack. It's a very beautiful story. It's a very beautiful game. It's shot very well. The camera angles are beautiful. The ideas in it are very complex. The characters are very complex. And we, you know, pretty much experience that from the first time we meet other people and trying to learn about who Indika herself is. And over the course of the game, you realize how she sees herself, how she wants others to see her, how she wants to fit in, and the world just isn't that black and white. And I think that's a big part of what this game is trying to say, is that things are not so divisive, right? There is a gray area in between. Things cannot just be good and bad, good and evil. There are fuzzy middle areas that make things like rigid rules and interpretations very difficult to discern. Is she a bad person for trying to fix herself the only way she thinks she knows how? Is she a bad person for reading that letter? Is Ilya a bad person for escaping the war and escaping his imprisonment to try and survive? We don't know anything else of his life. We don't know what he did in the war. We don't know what he did prior to that, other than he was a musician and he wants to be a musician. Right, we don't have any other context in that. Does it even matter, right? Does it matter that we judge them? Does it matter that we know every detail of their life? Would that matter in the context of judging whether they're good or bad people, right? And I think a lot of video games nowadays are trying to do something similar, right? You put people in these ambiguously moral situations that are very difficult, where, you know, are you good or bad for having done the actions that you have done in these games, right? And as players, we get the beautiful chance to embody these stories, embody these characters, and think about the choices that we make if we're offered those choices. And what would you do in those situations? And that's why I love playing games like this. That's why I love playing games that are choose your own adventure. That's why I love deeply driven storytelling games, because you get to experience, you know, situations and other lives in ways that you never could or never would. And I love that Indika tells you all the way through, straight through, that the points don't matter, that the choices that you're making, you know, seem kind of arbitrary, that being split between the choices that you make, and what does it matter if you do or don't read the letter? What does it matter if you do or don't help? There's, you know, a very bleak outlook of life in this world because of the harsh reality that this alternate setting is in, this alternate Russia. And it is a very, I think that that's the point, is that, you know, these circumstances are circumstances that, you know, people find themselves in, and it's not fantastical, you know, that life is cruel sometimes, and the best way we can put it is that it's unfair that some get to experience a life like Indika's, a path like Indika's, and others don't have to worry about the problems that she's faced, right? And that is the same for everybody. And I don't know that there's particularly a wrap-up to that conversation other than the choices are yours to make, and that's the lesson that Indika learns at the end. So without trying to be super heavy-handed in all of the themes, trying to deep dive super hard into the various religious aspects of it, the philosophical aspects of it, it was an absolutely beautiful game, and I want to thank all the creators that actually put their time and effort into making such a beautiful game, a very complex, thoughtful game, a very philosophical game, a very deep religious game, a game that is definitely not for everyone, I would say, but one that I am very thankful to have played, and I absolutely loved every minute of it. It was thought-provoking with its story, it was engaging with its puzzles and its gameplay. It definitely kept you on your toes with the various changes from the 8-bit memories that we get of Indika's to the QTE running events from the giant dog, which actually is a giant dog. Now that I've seen the giant tuna cans, the giant dog is definitely a giant dog. That wasn't like a... I thought it might have been like a figment or a grim, you know, creature that was coming after her. No, there are no creatures. There are no devils. Nothing supernatural in the world other than the fish and the animals are ginormous. Other than those things that are just, I guess, the alternate version of things for some reason or other, there's nothing else. It's Indika and her story. And she has been traveling on her own this entire time, without the devilish companion that we think she has. I had that feeling from the start. It's usually that case with the perspective of the devil that you get, especially if he's a narrator type. Stories like this often lean towards it being a psychological thing, a mental thing, a split personality thing, something like that to an effect. That's very common in movies and stories that talk about choices and especially within the context of religion or characters that are very repressed, that this kind of splitting of their personality comes to until they figure out who they are and who they want to be, or trying to find out a way to start anew, which is what Indika finds herself at the end. If you guys are interested in starting a new game for yourselves, I would say you guys should check out some other amazing story-driven games. There are some that we played that are just as deep. I would say that maybe not as serious, but equally as amazing and as interesting in their stories as Indika. Probably one more similar to this one would be Alone in the Dark. Emily's story in particular talks about kind of her moral consciousness. If you guys want to dive into something completely different, check out my live version of Somo. It talks about what it means to be human, who you are at your core. Is that tied to your body or not? Kind of the way that Indika was talking about being tied to her soul. Thank you everybody so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed Indika, and I will see you guys in some of the other games that we have to play on the channel.